Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for May 29th, 2013. Ahead of time, I just want to apologize. Got another one of those pesky summer colds, or spring cold, I guess you'd call it, because it's not summer yet. At any rate, I don't exactly sound very good, so I apologize ahead of time. Throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, our warm front has not moved through yet, but it will over the next couple of hours. And I'm going to show why the warm front has been delayed a bit in just a minute. Over the New York City metropolitan area, we have temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. We have a few passing showers throughout the region, especially over Connecticut, and locally dense fog below a mile in some locations. Meanwhile, over the Philadelphia metropolitan area, we have temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 60s, with warm air really starting to surge into the New Jersey coast here, already pushing into the upper 60s, very close to 70 degrees. And we also have some locally dense fog, with fog reducing visibility below a mile in some locations. All this fog will lift by 10 a.m. And when it lifts, we're going to see this warm front rapidly move to the northeast as the atmosphere starts to mix a bit with the additional sunshine. And also we'll see these showers lift north and east into New England. Now take a look at this radar. This is from the Penn State EWOL website. I'm using this radar because it goes back quite some time from last night. Now keep an eye on this. You see this right here? When you hit play, you see these showers of thunderstorms approaching. It's part of an MCS that was over southwestern New York and northwestern New Jersey, northwestern Pennsylvania, should I say. And this area of precipitation basically broke up, weakened, but still moved through the northern tier. And what that led to was rain-cooled air. And that rain-cooled air pooled, and you enhance the moisture at the lower levels of the atmosphere, creating what's called a very stable environment. And that stable, relatively cool, moisture-packed air mass led to fog and also a buffer for a warm front. So when we take a look at the latest infrared satellite picture with the fronts overlaid, you can see this stationary boundary here. Basically a pool of cool, rain-cooled air. I guess it's a double over there, but you get my point. Because of the MCS, the warm front got delayed a little bit, and so our temperatures are a little bit cooler than what was expected. But as this rain-cooled air gives way to the clearing skies later on this morning and the increasing sunshine, this warm front will rocket north and east and move into New England, and that's going to allow our temperatures to rise rapidly throughout the region. Now, if you're in Connecticut, look for temperatures in the upper 70s for the most part, especially over in northern Connecticut. If you're down towards New York City, upper 70s to lower 80s. The faster these skies clear, the warmer you'll get. So let's say in Newark, you could easily push into the mid to upper 80s. The Philadelphia metropolitan area, mid to upper 80s as well. New Jersey coast, lower to mid 80s because of the influence from the Atlantic. Southeastern Pennsylvania, mid to upper 80s. In fact, I expect the best potential for upper 80s to be over the Philadelphia metro and the suburbs to the west as those clearing skies take hold and our hot and humid air mass starts to invade from the southwest. So once this warm front lifts north, we'll be under the influence of a strong subtropical ridge here. This is basically our first Bermuda high weather pattern, really. And we're going to see winds from the southwest at all levels of the atmosphere starting tonight, going on through this upcoming weekend. Now, some characteristics with this type of weather pattern. Look for areas of fog to develop each morning, as some of it could be locally dense. Look for an isolated shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. And I stress the word isolated, but you can't really rule it out with these little disturbances passing through the Ohio River Valley and trying to attempt to move through the northern Mid-Atlantic. Your best potential for one of those isolated thunderstorms will be over eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey, basically the Delaware River Valley and points west. Also, you can expect very humid conditions, probably the most humid conditions we've seen so far this spring, late spring. Remember, summer doesn't start till June 21st. And also, of course, you can expect a heat index throughout this period ranging from the lower to mid 90s, possibly even upper 90s if we get those temperatures push into the 94, 95 degree range with high levels of humidity. Best potential for that will be in the Delaware River Valley. So here is our model guidance using the European model guidance. It's been the most consistent from the Penn State UWall website. You can see our ridge taking hold tonight, and also notice these little kinks here. These are those little mid-level disturbances I was talking about, especially this one here, this one down here. And so we're going to have to keep an eye on those little disturbances for the potential for an isolated shower or thunderstorm. But you can see, starting tonight, going on through tomorrow, pretty much we're under the influence of this southwesterly flow and a ridge at all levels of the atmosphere. Now, my one concern with this type of weather pattern and those isolated disturbances is that they could tap into some of these strong winds at the mid-levels, transport that down to the surface, and produce an isolated severe thunderstorm. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that every afternoon through this entire forecast period going into Sunday. Now, here's where it gets interesting for Monday. We have a strong cold front now moving through, but this trough is really being focused more towards the St. Lawrence River Valley and towards portions of northern New England. And the temperatures associated with this cold front, behind the cold front, have trended to be less and less impressive as we go on with each model run. So what I think we're dealing with here is a cold front that will be more like a dry line than anything else. We'll see a drop in our temperatures behind this cold front, still above normal, but in the lower to mid 80s. But we'll also, more significantly, see a drop in our humidity, with dew points falling from the 60s down into the 40s and 50s. So you'll definitely feel the difference behind this cold front. But temperatures really won't be all that different, maybe about anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees lower, rather than a strong cold front knocking temperatures down 20 degrees. So what we can expect on Monday is a line of showers and thunderstorms. These thunderstorms could be severe depending on the timing of this cold front. And then once this cold front moves through, high pressure from Canada will be in control with low humidity, clear skies, and tranquil weather conditions. So Monday we'll deal with showers and thunderstorms. Tuesday we go back to a very pleasant weather pattern with lower humidity, clear skies, and temperatures slightly above normal in the lower to mid 80s, upper 70s, perhaps over southern Long Island. Well, that is your forecast discussion for today. Looks like we're going to see our first potential heat wave of the season starting tomorrow on through the next several days. If we have temperatures push into the lower 90s for 3 consecutive days, that is by definition a heat wave. Could be the first one of the season. So I'll keep an eye, on this weather pattern. Potential for severe weather. You can follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a great day. Stay safe out there and try not to get a cold.